Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is episode 8 of my gameplay on Chellington Valley. If this is what you're looking for, please stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back to Chellington Valley. As you remember last episode, we were working on getting this stuff windrowed out here. Let's go ahead and do that, and we'll just stop. And then hopefully we can just keep doing this. But we've leased this guy here to... Well, we've leased the windrower, I guess I should say. The tractor's ours. But yeah, we're low on cash. Now, I did actually go in here, and there's a bunch more a bunch more contracts in here. So I might try one of the baling ones. I might try to borrow the equipment and do that one. 85. Stores here. It kind of matters to me how fast you can get stuff there, too. But 85 can't be too far off. 85 is down there. That's a little bit, but that's not too big of a field, I suppose. What are some of the other ones in there? There's 38 and 24. 24 pays pretty good. 24 is there, which that's not too far away from us. Maybe we could just do that one just flat out. Yeah, we just mowed this area, so that's not too big of a stretch to mow that. So yeah, maybe we'll do 24 with our own equipment, because we should be able to do it. We should have enough equipment to do it. Potentially. Wrap it to make silage bales. I guess use your own equipment or use the leased equipment for 380 bucks. Well, we might I just use theirs for 380 bucks. That's nothing on a contract like that. Yeah, 600 bucks. That's nothing on a contract like that. What's field 38? Where's field 38 at? 35, 36, 37. Where's 38 at? 37, 38, right there. That one looks like a bit of a pain to get to, but we might end up knocking out. These two would be good ones for us to do. Those would be good paying contracts for us to do. Get us a little bit of cash in the bank. But let's go ahead and try to... Let's see what happens if we borrow the items for that one. Okay. Okay, it's active. It's working. You're going to say we complete it here in a second? Because I did have one fertilizing job in here. I accepted it before I started recording, and it ended up completing it out. But, oh, one thing. So I mentioned this last episode. JT Toey, or J Toey 123 mentioned we should add in the Modern Classics pack. So we do have those added in. If we go down here to the very end, I believe maybe that is in there. I believe these two are in there. Maybe I don't know all the tractors. Maybe this one and some of these guys in here are in that pack, I believe. But there's also a couple down here. Maybe even all of those. So I believe these two are in as well. So we might, well, we're probably not going to obviously buy another tractor, but that's 65 grand for 168 horsepower. Can you upgrade the engine at all? That says 159. Oh, that's just the speed. Oh, well, we could go faster with that. Interesting. That's kind of cool, but that's not too bad. Okay. That says 159. That says 168. Interesting. But yeah, on this one, can we upgrade the engine on that guy? Standard. No, it doesn't look like we could. But anyhow, regardless, there's some good tractors in that pack. So I think that's a great addition. I think that blends really well into what we got going on here on Chellington Valley. But yeah, so this episode, my main goal is to get our field baled and taken care of. Now, I am debating whether or not, well, so if you look at the store here for our windrower that we have leased. Oh, where is it at? I think it was only $3 grand to lease. But windrowers, here we go. We leased... Let's just go to the garage here, double check what one I leased. Leased items. Okay, I did lease the bigger one there. That's what I thought. This one. So yeah, well, okay, there we go. One lease. I should have just looked at that. So I go into here. It was $3,100 bucks, but it's 620 bucks a day. Actually, that's not too bad. Even if we hold on to this for 2 or 3 days, or even 4 days, it'll be cheaper to hold on to this more long term instead of return it every time and then wait until we get this field ready to harvest and actually mow the grass there, because that might be tomorrow. I would hope we could probably get that done this episode, is get that field mowed and all set to go. But first things first, we need to get this grass off of the field. So I'm going to get this windrowed and get that taken care of. I'll probably do another time lapse this episode. I'm recording this ahead of time, so I haven't seen your guys' responses and everything quite yet for all the, well, for the previous time lapse that I did in the last episode of mowing this field. But if you guys are just up in arms about it, then I'll do probably a time lapse this episode, and then I won't do any more but I don't think that'll be the case. I think you guys are okay with having occasional time lapses for different stuff that's kind of more boring or more mundane, like mowing, for example. So, and again, I don't want to ever have more than like 4 minutes of time lapse in a 30-minute episode. That's like the most I want to have. Sometimes there might be a touch more, but in general, there should be less than that. But yeah, so that's just kind of my goal as far as what I'm thinking and everything. But let's get, but yeah, I think we'll probably just hold on to this windrower long term and do some of that stuff. But I think I might do, I don't know, I might do baling or bale wrapping as a time lapse. I'm trying to think as far as this episode goes. That might just be best instead of do mowing again. I might do one of those here in a second. Let's see if I can't get more of this. This is just kind of chaotic through here. Yeah, that's a little bit rough to get that. I think it's the hill. It's got to be the terrain. There we go. That actually ended up helping a lot for some odd reason. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the hill that's doing this to a lot of this stuff. Yeah, that looked a lot better when I did it up here. I love how it's just shoving all that back. Okay, anyhow. And yeah, I know I didn't get all the edges super perfect or anything like that. I wasn't really too worried about it. As long as I get most of the grass off of here. This isn't even a field that we own. Well, we own it, obviously, but it's not, technically speaking, designed to be a field. So any grass we get off of this, as far as I'm concerned, is kind of bonus grass. But yeah, so let me get this done here, and then we'll go hook up to the mower, and I'll probably do a time lapse of that. Fold this guy up. I think I'll just park it. Honestly, I'll just park it over here because we're only gonna be using it out here, so there's no sense in bringing it up to the farmyard all the way. And I think I am going to do all types of animals on this series, including the calves that are built into this map. So I do want to do all of them at one point or another. Chickens are a good starting one for us, for us to do, but we'll see how it goes. There we go, get that dumped off there. I think we'll bale with this just because we're going to be pulling up that hill and everything like that. So I think we'll do a time lapse of baling. I think that'll be fine. The other thing we could do is silage wrapping, do a time lapse of that, but I think we'll just do the baling. That'll just work out pretty good for us. Oh, our roll belt's right there. Back up and grab that. And it should bale them into grass bales. I believe on Oxygen David's map here, there is an extra grass state. So like there's like wet grass, then there's grass, and like semi-wet grass or semi-dry grass, and then hay. I think there's like an extra one where a seasons normally has 3 states, and base game obviously has grass or hay. So yeah, just might be a little bit different. But this stuff, let's just try to get some of this cleaned up before we start, because this will be kind of obnoxious in the time lapse if we can get some of this stuff around the edges picked up. Oh, wet grass windrow. Well, it should hopefully bale out to be hopefully it comes out to be grass bales that we can wrap into silage. But we'll see. This will be our test run here. Maybe what we should do is complete one bale and then just go get our silage wrapper to just kind of confirm that. So let's just get enough of this extra stuff that's loose sitting around the outsides. And then we'll go grab our wrapper while you guys are in here, and we'll make sure we actually can get silage bales out of this, because that would be a bit of a bummer if we couldn't. I mean, we could always let the grass dry a little bit, so we'd probably be able to work around it and make it work, but that would suck a little bit. So let's get some of this. There's not a ton out here, I've noticed. I mean, there'll probably be more obvious than those, but I'm hoping we get like, gosh, when I was doing calculations, I hope we get like we get 10 to 20 bales, somewhere in that range would be nice, but we may not get that many. We'll see, though. I think we got to get at least, you'd think 10 at least off of this? I would think. This is a lot of grass, actually, up here, or a decent amount. This thing's doing a good job at picking up all this extra loose stuff, too, which is good. I was a little worried it'd have some issues on the hill, but this is just a base game round baler. This is the roll belt. This thing's been in the game since the dawn of time. Well, since it came out, obviously, but we'll get up there, we'll grab that, and then we should be getting close to another bale, and we can always get some of that. We'll probably should get some of that stuff on the inside there, and we got some of that stuff up there, too, to pick up. We should be getting close here. Let's just go pick this up real quick. Getting there. All right, I'm going to turn it off just so we don't pick up that, because I want to grab this while we're up here. All right, we'll go down here in this little section down here. I'm assuming it's going to be enough to... Oh, I didn't mean to hop out. Sorry. Still bailing around. Oh, so close. All right, we'll just pick up a little bit of this to get us full. Nope, I didn't pick up anywhere near enough. All right, we'll just grab some of this here. There we go. Unload that. Actually, we don't even need to necessarily try to wrap it to see if it's going to work out. Let me just hop out of here. Let's just get our MT9 out, which I need to move my... I always do this just because it makes it a little bit easier for getting around. Okay, that is a grass bale. So essentially that should work for wrapping without any issues. I don't have super strength on, do I? Say, why is it giving me a hand? But, yep, anyhow. Okay, well, we are going to go ahead and I'm going to do a quick time lapse of me getting all the rest of these bales baled up on this field. All right, we got that field all baled up. Hopefully I wasn't giving you guys whiplash the way I was driving out there. I was just so OCD about getting everything, but I won't know until editing or feedback from you guys. So if my time lapse was bad, let me know. Don't be afraid to give me constructive feedback about things. But I think we made more bales than I thought. Let's see how many we did. Holy cow, 31! Woo! That is way more than 10 to 20. That means we got that's a lot. That's great. That is great. Let's go grab the our whatchamacallit. Yeah, you know, the bale wrapper. The whatchamacallit. Actually, it's on the New Holland. Let's just park this guy out of the way here. Chickens are doing fine, so I was thinking about, yeah, we don't need to do anything to the chickens. Leave you there. We need to get you cleaned up, actually. Can this reach? Sure. Barely, but it can. There we go, get this guy cleaned up. This has an engine upgrade as well. Both of our tractors do, as a matter of fact. Not our small one, but both of our bigger ones have engine upgrades that we could get at some point, which we probably will at some point because it'll just help us out. But for right now, we just don't need the extra horsepower as much. So one mod I definitely think we need to add into this is some sort of foldable plow, bigger plow that we can get through, because obviously doing subsoiling and stuff. And someone did leave a comment, gosh, I can't remember who, and I didn't write it down. I apologize. I said we should have just got the seeder that goes with this, and then we could have done planting and plowing all in one go. That would have made more sense. We probably won't end up doing that. I did that actually on Willamina Forest for a while, but we're not going to worry about doing that now just because we're hopefully going to have this upgraded at some point. But anyhow, and we have our seeder. I'm not too worried about it, but that would have been great. A good way to get us started off. But anyhow, X to unfold this guy. Yeah, we don't need to unfold it yet, but let's get ourselves down here. Get myself a drink of coffee today. Or not get myself one today. I've been, oh geez, I can't even see what we're hitting now. Put the coffee down and focus on driving. All right, there we go. Now we can Actually see how this goes. I'm assuming it's going to work. It should. Yes, thank goodness. So it should wrap that. Turn that into silage. I'm not going to make you guys suffer through watching all of this, but I like our blue wrap, really, I do. Nice farmer cop color there, like a light farmer cop color. Nice light blue. Get a drink of coffee now that we're letting that. Let's take a while to wrap these, huh? Yep, this is going to take a while to wrap these. Wow, that took a while to wrap that one. But yeah, so we'll get these wrapped up. Obviously, we're waiting for that to be ready to harvest. That's not. Let's turn the grass on. How about that? That'll help us out a little bit. So yeah, I mean, we could harvest it now, but we want to get it into the second growth state so we get a little bit more off of it. So yeah, I think we already borrowed equipment for which contract did we end up doing? 38. Where's 38 at? 38's over there. That was kind of a test. I don't actually think I want to do that contract, but it seems to be working. I just didn't know if it was going to be the same thing with the fertilizer, where potentially if you get rid of the other ones, you can have one left that you do, and I didn't want that to be the one that was left. So we're going to cancel that. Failed. Accept. Field 85 is down here, isn't it? Yep. So that one is a higher paying one. So let's take that one first, and we'll borrow the items. Yep. Oops, sorry, my phone is vibrating over there. But we'll borrow the items for that. That one's active now. And again, it doesn't take very much off of it. So what I'm going to do is probably get workers working on that in the background. That way they can start, because they can start mowing that. Let's go get these guys driven down there, because if we can get them working on course play, what we can do with that is, if they're working on course play, well, these mowers we can hook up. Then we can work on wrapping the bales in the background where they're working on completing contracts, or we hire someone to do that. These should hook up together just like this. Oh, great. Fantastic. So that way we can get more stuff down at once. Ooh, geez, yep. That's a little bit heavy on the front, but that's okay. It'll be fine once we get that on the back. There we go. So we can drive this down to field 85, and then what we can do is we can, we'll come back. I'll get that stuff later on. That stuff's not going to be needed for a while. I wish it was a, gosh, I wish it was a round bale setup, because then I could use it to pick up our bales. But actually, I don't know if that would work or not. Probably wouldn't work now I'm thinking of it. All right, how am I going to get to field 85 here? Probably take a left, go down here. Then maybe a left down. That probably makes sense. Well, I don't know. Maybe that is more direct. No, that seems to be the shortest route. We'll just try to take the shortest possible route. So we'll take a left here, take a left at the roundabout, and then take a right at that first major intersection. So anyhow, guys, I hope you guys are enjoying this series as much as I am. You guys seem to really like it. So I got so many good series ideas that I want to do. So many different ideas that people have given me, that you guys have given me, that I need to do at some point, or I should do at some point. Let's make sure we don't get a speeding ticket here. Slow down a bit. That's how it works in the real world. You just slow down when you pass the cop, and then after that you can speed up. That's a joke. Oh geez. Oh, hopefully the cops didn't see us do that. Oh goodness gracious. Let this guy get across the road here. Perfect. Okay, and then we need to take a right here. So we'll over here. Odd being on the left side of the road. Oh, jeez, she would have been just destroyed. Holy smokes, lady. You gotta watch where, well, I gotta watch where I'm going. That was probably my fault, but anyhow, at least react to it. Don't just sit there and take it. Oh, good gravy. All right, well, anyhow, we're making headway now. There shouldn't be any pedestrians wandering out here on the roads out here, so we should be a little bit safer. It's hard to, some of these trees are I mean, the trees add to the scenery quite a bit. I'm not upset about the trees, but as far as from a recording standpoint, they do make it a little bit more difficult. But that's okay. I can work around that. Now, my latest news that I have as far as this map goes, doesn't sound like it's ever going to go to console. At least not for a very long time, if ever. So, Giants has not done anything to try to work things out with Oxygen David. So, Oxygen David is done modding for Giants as of now. Now, again, that could change in the future, but as of now, he's done doing that. Hopefully, at a minimum, he'll go to, he'll start doing his own thing. I hope he gets his own website or something. I mean, in all honesty, I would have bought this map as like a DLC. This map is great. That's how much I like this map. I would have paid to play on it, which some of you are like, that's crazy, or you don't like it maybe as much as I do, which is okay. I mean, it's not for everyone, but for me, I would have paid to play on this map. This map is one of my favorites. How in the blazes do we get into that field? Let's try taking a left and see how that goes. Oh boy. Ooh, well, so far it hasn't gone well, but I don't know in regards to finding the entrance to a field how it's going to go yet. Oh boy. Well, there's field 8. Oh, look at that. Well, it looks like it could have gone through the ooh, geez. 85's on our right? Yeah, this one's 85 right here. Look at that. Not even have a gate on it. I like it. I'm assuming this is not part of 85, so we're going to go ahead and... There are bushes, right? Not really. We'll just drop this off here. This is probably someone else's property, but we'll just back this in over here. And then I know I can run this on the front or rear of the tractor, but I'm gonna split it up just for the sake of this thing. This tractor's not quite maybe big enough to run that like that. At least not without a front weight, probably. So let's go ahead and hook this up. And is this gonna work this way? This looks like the way to go about it. Oh, there we go. Whatever, it'll work. Unfold that, unfold the front deal here, and we'll open up course play. If we can do here, need to, oh wait, we need to go to that. There we go, course generation. We are down here on field 85. Headland around, probably 3 around at least. 8.4 working width. Let's hone that back pretty far, because I want to make sure we get all the grass, because we get the extra, theoretically speaking. Hard to see, can't even, oh there we go. I was like, can't even see it down there. Okay, perfect, it's picking up all that. Good to go. Let me get this guy on the start point. Let's get that to start as well. Oop. There we go, first waypoint. All right, let's make sure he's actually doing his job here. Looks like it. And again, I have no idea where the actual field boundaries are or anything like that, so this is probably more accurate than mine would have been anyways. Now, I know we're leaving a little bit on the edge and stuff like that, but this will be fine. So, okay, he's working on that. So what I can do now in the meantime is, well, he's working on that. My goal this episode would be to get this contract done. Maybe this contract done, if not at least this contract done. So if we get that contract done, then, and get our bales wrapped that we have on this field here, which actually, that might actually even been more land than 36. But anyhow, if we can get 60 bales total off of these, that would help us out a lot. Cause 60, well, let's do some quick math here. Cause selling silage for 270 per 1,000 liters. So 60 times 4. So 240,000 liters of silage times 270. That would give us 64 grand, almost 65,000. So that would be really, really useful for us. And I've been keeping an eye out. If they have any great demands anywhere, I've been keeping an eye out to see if there's any crops we want to sell. We have quite the variety, which is kind of nice, actually, as far as like if we want to start doing some animals and different stuff like that. We have a variety of crops available already. But yeah, we're slowly working through our first year here. I'm pretty excited about it. Excited to do carrots down here. And then I may want to start trying out some of that new potato harvest or potato DLC stuff from the Grimmy pack. But this winter, I want to knock out this little island here, I think, as well. Maybe take out some of these trees around here. Maybe do a little bit of that, get some of that cleaned up a bit. I kind of like this tree border from the road, but maybe get some of these in between the fields done. I don't know, we'll see. We'll go survey it and take out a few. This I just want to clear out and put a field, or make field 2 kind of just go completely over that. So I'm not sure how that'll work with course play and everything, but it'll all work out. Oh yeah, where do we have to deliver these bales? 85, we have to go to, okay, that's not too bad. Main store barn, it'd be great if they went to like this, the Meadow Valley barn, but that'll be fine. No big deal on that. So how are you doing on that? Okay, and he's got 9 minutes left, or 10 minutes left just about. So what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to keep working on these various projects I have going, and I'll bring you guys back in after I get a little bit more done. I don't know exactly how far we're going to make it. Again, I'm not trying to make this such an exhaustive series for me that I don't enjoy it as much. So I'm just trying to keep it laid back and chill, which I think you guys would prefer that to me just not doing it, which I also would prefer. So anyhow, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Welcome back, everyone. So just an update for you. Let me not get in a collision here. We're going to wrap up the episode in this segment here in just a bit. But first off, that field over there, we got it all mowed, baled, and you can't see any of it. There we go, maybe. Oh, geez. I was looking back there. So anyhow, we got, so far this is 32 bales that we've gotten off it. I think there's another 17 or 18 out there. The contract is about 50% done, so this should finish it up for us. So we'll get that done here in a second. And then what we're going to do, there's a couple of great demands that popped up. One for eggs, which I know we don't have very many eggs right now, but Might as well sell them when there's a great demand. And then there's also great demand for soybeans. So we're going to sell our soybeans as well. I think it's like 3,400 bucks, which I don't think soy isn't one of the big things that I think we need for feeding and everything like that. So we're just going to go ahead and sell that off. Try to make some corners through here. But yeah, we'll head down. We'll get these bales delivered, and that should complete the contract just fine for us. It might even have one that we end up selling, but we don't really want to do that because these are technically speaking grass bales. But for the purposes of the contract, they work. That's just how baling contracts work. But boy, it took me a while to get that contract done. You can only use courseplay for certain aspects of it, of course. But and I also got all of our field not baled up. You guys know it's baled up, but I got it all wrapped up and good to go. So we'll end up picking up those bales at some point, probably in the next episode. I'm kind of debating. Auto load trailers are expensive, so I think we're gonna have to just manually load the first setup. And one thing I am thinking about doing, which I think will be fine, is if I go find a, what I want to do is go get on the mod hub, maybe look for an all platforms like bale trailer that works out okay. Not an auto load one, just one that we can use, maybe. But actually, you know what? I might even get an auto load one just to save me the time doing it. I think that might just make my life a little bit easier since I'm not trying to play super crazy realistic on this either. I mean, that's just not my gameplay style. But just for the sakes of making my life a little bit easier, I might end up doing that. But we'll see. But yeah, so the bales get delivered just past here, and then all the extra bales I'm just going to take... actually, I don't know where I'm going to take them. I'll probably just take them down to the farm and set them there for now, and then we can sell them later on. So it'd be nice to get a bale trailer that can do both round and square bales if it's going to auto-load. But I'll see what's on the mod hub, see what I can do. But start prepping this to unload here. This right here, this little trigger right around the corner here. And right here where these two straw bales are sitting outside. And this should do it. There we go, contract complete. We even got 450 bucks, so no big deal. I'm not going to complete the contract out because we need this equipment, but I will leave this guy here so we can hop back to the farm and sell the soy and the eggs real quick before we wrap up the episode. So where is the great garden centers where the soy was sold at for a great demand? So that's where we're going to want to take the soy. So let's go hop down. Where is that guy? This is definitely the tractor we're going to want to drive for hauling around lots of crops and stuff, just because it's our most powerful one. Go grab our trailer, which I believe is... Oh, that's right, it's by the chickens. So, yeah, we'll have to go empty that out real quick, but that's not too big of a hassle. Chickens are probably still doing fine because we haven't really, a lot of time hasn't really passed yet. Yeah, they're doing fine. That water pump, I'm a little worried about it. It's not giving them, I think, enough water. Oh, anyhow. When our truck has the bale in the back, too. Oof. Well, I might end up scooting that out of there with the front loader just so I can put the eggs in the back for us. That might just make more sense. Carrots are growing well. I'm excited to do all the crops we got on here. Oh, and I also added in the Grimmie DLC, which, I mean, it's an official DLC, so that's just something I would have added in. Probably normally anyways. I'm pretty sure we'll end up using that. Not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure we'll end up using that. I kind of want to use it, and I think this would be a good series to use it on. I think we could do a small potato field or something like that. Might even buy a potato field for next year. Potatoes are one of the crops you can do back to back and back to back over and over again. It really doesn't affect the yield. Now we can use the potatoes for our pigs, but let's go ahead and... How much soy do we have? Only 8,100, but that's not too bad. Still 8,100 at 34. I think it's 3,400 at, I want to say. Or 2,400, sorry, not 3,400. 3,400 would have been a little bit crazy. Now that I'm thinking of it, yes, 2,400. But regardless, I think that's still that's a really good price, obviously. Normally I get up selling soybeans for around, I think around 2,000 is what I end up doing. I mean, let's look at the prices in there. That's far higher. Yeah, around 2,000 is a really good price for soybeans, just without any great demands or anything. So all of our bales are out there wrapped and good to go. We'll end up picking those up in the next episode. Come on. Oh, hope I don't need that. We're making it. Look at the map here. Where are we gonna probably take a left then a right? Yeah, this will give us a good chunk of change in the bank. We'll probably just pay off as much of the loan as possible. I want to get that loan down so we don't have to worry about that anymore, but we're slowly earning some money, doing the best we can do on seasons, so no complaints there. But yeah, we'll try to work through all the different animals, including calves, on this game, on this gameplay. Where do we want to go for to get to the garden center? I don't know how that all links up. It's on this road back there, so actually maybe I should have gone. Maybe I should take a right here and head out around that outside. That might be a little bit smarter. Probably should have done that from the start. But that's okay. We'll get out there, and then we'll wrap up the episode, I think, there. So, anyhow, I'm still enjoying playing on Chellington right now. It's quite the fun map. I'm just going to be honest about it. Gonna drink a coffee here. We try not to crash. Usual day on Farmer Cop, me trying not to crash and drinking coffee at the same time. Somebody's coming? Okay. Go for it. I love all the detail, the overpasses, everything. The road construction out here. This map has so much to offer, it's fantastic. Yeah, it's great. I think this is how you get to the garden center, isn't it? Looking suspiciously not like how you get to the garden center. Oh, no, it is. It's just down there. I thought maybe it was like this building over here, but no. It is. It is how you get there, it looks like. Yep, okay, perfect. I was hoping that car would take a left. Well, we're turning here in a second, so I probably won't try to pass around you because it won't matter. Oh, boy. Okay. Pretty easy sell point, actually, to get in and out of. All right, here we go. So we should get... what, around 20,000, I think, for that? Yep, 19,749. All right, go into here. We will repay 20,000 alone. So yeah, we're down a little bit there, but anyhow, guys, I think that's where I'm gonna wrap up this episode. If you guys enjoyed, drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on your screen to join the Farmer Cop channel, and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you all for coming and watching.